There's already a fair so much, and the people who are already invested, who've been continued doing their SIP, so who are now taking the exits from the funds. So, will this affect the large cap category as well?
Charu, see, large cap stocks have not really performed in this market rally because a lot of money was going into small and mid cap. That's why you saw a huge outperformance on that side. If you look at it, large cap stocks, in fact, are available cheaper compared to small and mid cap stocks, which have run up in price quite a bit. So, ideally, large cap is the space which one should be looking at this point in time. The reason why we are seeing large caps also struggle is that most of the foreign institutional investors selling is happening currently in large caps right now. Foreign institutions, uh, because of the large size of their funds, they typically invest mainly in large cap funds, large cap stocks. So they're booking profits for whatever reason, and because of which you're not seeing the stocks perform all that well. But if you look at the valuations, any day they are cheaper than some of the small and mid cap stocks which have run a fair bit over the last year.
The main question that everyone wants to know, Santosh, because the big event is down the corner. The elections are due, the new government formation, and everybody is waiting for the full-fledged budget. That what will be the announcements. So, what will be the opportunities, or are there any fresh opportunities that will impact the financial markets and the sentiments?
So till budget, Charu, it does look like the market will continue sideways. There is no major trigger to buy right now because there is anyway this event coming up. There would be some uncertainty around it. On current form, it clearly looks like the NDA will be returning to power for the third consecutive time. But then investors may not want to take a chance right now because already there is some bit of nervousness in the market. So many of them also would be sitting on decent amount of profits. So very likely that they would want to be in a wait and watch mode for some more time, hold on to their positions, and if the results turn out as expected, probably then that is a better time to be buying in. Why would you want to take on more uncertainty at this point in time? So most likely till budget, we are likely to see the market move sideways, not because the outlook is negative, just because that investors don't feel any compelling reasons to buy right now, except in cases where the stock prices may have corrected so much that the valuations are now beginning to look attractive.
Mhm. Any possibility of rate cuts this year?
So it is very unlikely, Charu, that the RBI will cut rates before the US Federal Reserve does that. And in the US right now, inflation has reduced considerably over the last year, but there is still a chance that if the US Federal Reserve cuts rates little early, then inflation could again start climbing back. So till the Fed is convinced that they have decisively scored over inflation, they are unlikely to cut rates. And till the US Federal Reserve cuts rate, it's very unlikely that the RBI will want to cut rates.
Hmm. Last question. What should be the simple advice to the investors in the current scenario?
There are always ups and downs in a long investment journey, Charu. The best thing is to avoid noise and just stay the course with your investments. That always works out better over the longer term. So if you look at the kind of returns that people have made over the last 10 to 15 years, it's made basically by being patient for a very long time. In between, you saw some massive corrections, but if you were invested, chances are that you'd be sitting on a very healthy return at this point in time. So I would say that avoid market news and just whatever amount that you're setting aside every month, just stick to that and keep investing.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, Charu. My pleasure.
That was all about the markets and what should be the approach for the investors in 2024. That's all in. You keep watching Oh My Finance and do subscribe to the channel.